Remember the FBI informant who said Ukraine bribed the Bidens, Joe and Hunter, $5 million apiece? Biden's Justice Department just arrested him. Special counsel David Weiss, the Delaware prosecutor who you remember tried to cut a sweetheart deal to keep Hunter out of prison, announced charges against Alexander Smirnov. Smirnov is a trusted and credible informant that the FBI has had on the payroll for years. Even Democrats said the FBI informant was credible.
There's a confidential human source that the FBI works with who has proven to be very credible, who reported a conversation with someone else.
But he was too credible. The Biden administration is charging the FBI informant with obstruction and making a false statement. Remember, he informed the FBI that there were audio recordings of Joe Biden and Hunter shaking down a Ukrainian CEO for bribes. And coincidentally, after arresting the FBI informant who fingered him for bribes, Biden says it's time to drop the impeachment inquiry.
An FBI informant at the center of the impeachment inquiry into you has been indicted for allegedly lying. Your reaction to that, and should the inquiry be dropped?
He is lying, and it should be dropped, and it's been an outrageous effort from the beginning.
Now, as long as we're arresting FBI informants for making false statements, why isn't Curveball behind bars? This was the Iraqi informant who told the intel agencies that Saddam definitely had WMDs. We went to war in Iraq. Then Curveball confessed he made up the story and walks around a free man. When are we going to arrest Christopher Steele, the FBI informant who said Trump colluded with Russia? He's still a free man. So why is the Biden administration arresting this FBI informant now? The FBI has had this 4 years ago. And then Republicans discovered that it was covered up, so Biden's locking up the source to discredit it. This is the second informant Biden's arrested for blowing the whistle about his bribes. An Israeli-American citizen told the FBI about the Chinese money going to the Bidens in 2019, even before they had the laptop. He's been arrested. Remember Patrick Ho, the spy chief of China who lined the Bidens' pockets? He was arrested. Remember Devin Archer, Hunter's business partner? He's been arrested. Everyone who blows the whistle on the Biden syndicate or is connected to it has been arrested. What does that tell you? Former FBI agent Stuart Kaplan joins us now. Stuart, what does that tell you?
Well, it's certainly not a time for the FBI to take a victory lap. It's shameful, it's embarrassing, and it's not a time at all for the Bidens to take a victory lap. Jesse, when that 1023 form was released last year, my colleagues and I knew at that point that informant was going to be sacrificed. It was just a matter of time. That informant has been on the books since 2010, 11, 12, up until more recently. You do not stay on the books with the FBI unless you have been vetted and you are credible. And the fact that he had received so much money from the FBI and so many people have to sign off on that payment or those payments, it has to be verified that he is a very productive informant. So what the FBI and our government wants to have us believe now is we've now taken out the predicate, the predicator, the person who started the ball rolling, tattling or telling on the Bidens. And now we gathered all of this other information, all of the money trail, all of the checks, all of the payments. But yet, because we're going to discredit the guy who unleashed on him, let's throw it all in the garbage like it never even happened. So let's assume we eliminate this guy. We still have a treasure trove of evidence that leads directly from Hunter Biden to his father. It's just insane. It's illogical. It really is embarrassing. I can't believe that the FBI has gone down this road again to unleash on this informant.
Take the morality out of it, Stuart. Joe Biden's a smooth operator. He got away with his family taking a lot of money over many, many years. And everybody that gets close, Trump even got too close, gets arrested. Informants, business partners, whistleblowers. They're all paying a price, but the Biden family has never paid a price. You got to hand it to the big guy. He's getting away with it.
He has gotten away with it for years and years and years, and that's because he has something over these other people. It's tit for tat. I mean, the FBI has a treasure trove of evidence. The IRS has a treasure trove of evidence against the Bidens. And listen, I give them credit. They took out a hit on this informant, Smirnov. They have now disabled him, and now the public is going to believe, well, this guy's a liar.
Right.
And so now everything falls by the wayside. And by the way, Jesse, you realize that they're alleging that he lied in September of 2023 about things he said in 2016. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous because you have to understand the way things work. In 2016, 17, and 18, he was vetted. The information that he provided was corroborated. That's what got the ball rolling with respect to the FBI and the IRS. It's not like his information is the only thing that's out there against the Bidens. There's a treasure trove of information.
All right, Stuart, that's why we have you on. You are the best. Go enjoy your weekend.
My pleasure. Have a nice weekend, Jesse.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.